lot of women don't even know what that process looks like, and it's
Yeah.
a ugly, hard process. So a
Ugly,
lot of women
hard
just,
process.
penis to penis to penis to penis, and they're not getting any healing, and they're just making more traumatic experiences for themselves. So you took the time to do that, and you realize when you are celibate, you are more at peace. Your mind is more clear. You feel
Clear. Yep.
Yeah.
giving of yourself. Like, you learn a whole bunch of things about yourself that you would have never known had you been giving your body up to a man, because you're actually tuning in with yourself.
If his objective though is to just use you for your body, no guy. I don't care. I have brothers. I will look, we could call them right now. They're not faking the funk for that long if you're not coming up off no coochie. And that's just
Nope.
real. Guys are
wrong man. You're dating the wrong man if that's what it is. There are men.
Oh, they played a long game out
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, okay, play the long
how
game.
long though? For how it depends on the men. Not the 666 guy. I'm sorry, not the 666 guy. The
I'm
the
not talking
guy
about
that
no number guy. I'm talking about real everyday men who are worth a damn. I'm talking about these guys here. The good, upstanding, hardworking men that we should be paying attention to, that are in our faces. Most of them want women who are just regular women, just regular everyday women. But we're doing the game and this and that, and let's do this and this and that. It's too much. You have your standards here. I'm not saying you need to say, hey, I need this, I need to be married, I need this and that. No, you zip your mouth, you see what he's about. If he's not, you leave. And it's just that simple. We make it so hard for no reason. When he starts to lead you in that direction, when he starts to say, I want to be exclusive, then you start saying, okay, what is your future? What does your future look like in the next 2 years, 5 years, 10 years? And then you start exchanging these ideas. But before that, you're not having sex with him. What are you talking about? You're giving him exactly what he wants. Then what is there to want?
No, that's what I think y'all are confused about what I'm saying, though. Is that's what I'm saying. Like, I think there was a confusion about what I was saying.
Shame on Monet, go ahead and say what you're trying to say.
The point was lost 45 minutes ago. No, I was trying to say with Inaz. I think that she's kind of hitting on it as well. The point is this: the conversation is being had at a later date. It should be had before you open your legs to him, because we all know that when women open their legs, their mind goes out the door. They're in love. Their heart is in it. It's harder to leave him because you've given him your precious jewels, whatever you want to call it. So the problem is you're waiting until after that and like, oh, what are we? We're nothing. You're a fuck buddy. That's what you are. So if you close your legs and stop giving every guy who breathes on your neck a chance to get in your vagina.
Yeah, I think a lot of women are walking around with
and close your mouth. And close your mouth. Let these men do the talking. When we're like, I want a man that gives me flowers every day. I want a man that he's gonna give you flowers for 3-6 months. And he's gonna do exactly what you say, and then he's gonna get what he wants, and then he's gonna lead you on. Close your legs, close your mouth, and you'll figure him out in like 2.2 seconds.
I think a lot of to be back about Shan Monet, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. I was going to piggyback off of something that you just said.
She about your emotions being involved.
That what?
About the emotions being involved after you have sex.
Yeah, it was something else. But you know what? Let's go ahead and read the super chats, because we did get some super chats.
Okay. That D do be doing something to your mind.
Okay, but let's be honest about this right here. Really? Does it really?
If it's good, D, absolutely.
Right, but if you out of 5, it's
a lot of women. That's what I was gonna say. It's a lot of women who are walking around,
especially if you already have feelings and you're attracted to the guy and all of that. You already feel some kind of way, but then when you add good D on top of that.
It's only good if you're really into him. I feel like
you gotta be in love with him. Like I want to.
Like, how is it
really
good?
Good D might make you fall in love though.
I mean, it'll make you fall in love with the idea of being in love. But when it's 70, over 70% of women not really orgasming, what's really good D?
So here's the thing, because I think Lady T, like that is a huge point, right? Like that's not something we skipped over. honestly, a lot of people just are not happy in their lives. They don't have enough dopamine in their lives that they're really only getting it from sex. And so once you get that dopamine release, your body's now like, okay, I want more of it. You're not getting it in other areas of your life. It's not about the big O, it's not about how good it is. It's that's really the only source that you're getting like that chemical
Are
brain
you saying
happiness from.
attention?
Huh?
I find that women who don't get attention naturally open their legs a little bit more than people who do.
I don't think it's just
yeah.
attention. I think it's literally just like that fulfillment, that happiness, that chemical
it's a
being released in
That's
your
what I'm
brain.
saying, because what I read was women enjoy the adornment of being desired.
Yeah.
And so some women, that's how they're the most desired, is when they're in bed with a guy. But if you get desire outside of the bedroom, you're like,
I think it's both. I think it's both. I think in Oz and Chamonix, y'all right. Like I know girls who I grew up with in high school. They didn't get that much attention, nor did they have the best self esteem. But I promise you, when they got away from their parents, they became the biggest thoughts in college. Like I was like, oh, why you just
like you do it to get the guy. Like you have to do it because that's
they
how
do it because that's the only way they feel like they can offer something to keep a guy around. Then there's other women who, like, when a woman says, "Oh my God, you were celibate for how many years? How can you do that?" I don't understand, and I don't understand how it was. I remember I said this on a previous panel that I was celibate for 4 years before, and I wasn't gonna, be intimate until I was in a serious relationship, and it was so hard for women. Especially, like, I was confused on that. Like, men are one thing because they're not going to believe you on a lot of stuff. But it was a lot of women saying, there's no way you could wait that long. And I'm like, do we really have women that don't have that much self control? Because, like, a lot of y'all are not getting a happy ending. And if you're traumatized from a relationship, you're going to be so. I was so traumatized from a relationship. I was completely turned off from everything. I just wanted to heal. I just wanted to heal from the inside out. And there's nothing more liberating than being celibate, because you're not giving your energy, your body, your spiritual self away. You're completely one, and you feel more pure with God. You don't feel this sense of like shameness with it, because after you sleep with a guy, you like, okay, Lord, let me pray. Lord, please forgive me for what I did tonight. Like, you don't gotta like worry about that extra shame on top of it. So there's something so liberating about being celibate. I definitely think that a woman who can't go a year without having sex should, and she's not married, she needs to go on that journey and watch how much her body and everything changed. Like, it's crazy because a lot of y'all looking like, a year.
No, B Taylor, what you said.
No, I agree with you. Like,
important. You said that you were healing. A lot of women don't even know what that process looks like, and it's an ugly, hard process. So
ugly,
a lot
hard
of women
process.
just, penis to penis to penis to penis, and they're not getting any healing, and they're just making more traumatic experiences for themselves. So you took the time to do that, and you realize when you are celibate, you are more at peace. Your mind is more clear. You feel giving of yourself. Like, you learn a whole bunch of things about yourself that you would have never known had you been giving your body up to a man, because you're actually tuning in with yourself. So what you did was great. So I believe you. I know a lot of people who don't know how like, sexual like, they don't know how to restrain that. It's like unbelievable. They're like, nah, girl, there ain't no way. You know what I mean? But I believe it's possible. So that's good.
The other thing
I
is,
believe it's possible.
I do.
The other thing is, like, the clarity comes from you just not taking on another man in that way. Like, it comes from you feeling empowered and liberated by the fact that you no longer feel any obligation to giving yourself to a person just because you want to please them. I mean, so of course women love sex too, right? But like, I heard someone, I don't remember who it was, that spoke to this earlier, that felt like, I feel like a lot of young girls, when there's like the shame about giving your body up to just anyone, but then once you do start having sex, there's like a sense of like, you have to do that to keep your man, or you have to do that to keep him happy, for like some women in relationships. And once you've detached yourself from that and you realize like, no, that's not how it works. Like, I'm valuable too. Like, and men will try to make it seem like it's not the case, but the two most important things, the two most influential things in their lives is money and vagina. Like,
Yeah, it is.
like
Everything for women.
everything for women and vagina, the attention of women and vagina. But whether it's quality women or not is something completely different. And I guess it depends on whether or not the man values himself enough to only date that.